It's going to be a different type of video. One that is more honest and introspective of what I'm dealing with right now. The day after my birthday, I woke up to a My Chart message that said I had cancer. I have stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. This all happened in a span of 3 months. November, I was feeling lightheaded when I bend over, winded when I go up the stairs. December, I go to the ER and they say I have vertigo. I go back to the doctor in January and he runs some tests. He gives me some antibiotics and he said, hey, let me just run a CT scan just to check. Then he says, hey, let me run another CT scan, check something else. And he said, hey, let's do a PET scan. Now we need a biopsy. What is going on? So it went from shortness of breath to vertigo to cancer. I watch the movies and I've watched people get cancer diagnosis. And I always sit in the office, they're sitting with their doctor, and he's very patient, and he's very calm, and he's very kind, but he's very direct. I opened a My Chart message. Day after my birthday. So now I don't have a call scheduled with my doctor until the following week. So first thought, I gotta tell my husband. He's asleep. I'll wait till he wakes up. Next thought, I gotta tell my kids. I gotta tell my family. I gotta tell my grandmother. I gotta tell my siblings. I gotta tell people that I'm sick. And instead of worrying about myself, I kind of worry about that. I have prepared for everything in my life. I have planned, I have prepared, and granted, most things don't go the way I want them to, but I pivot. I shape shift and I mold myself to fit the dynamic, to fit the situation, to make it work. How do I make this work? How do I make a plan? My entire business is built of this. It's all in here. My family's livelihood is here. And now you were telling me that I have to prepare them to not have me, to not have this, to not have all the ideas, all the thoughts, all the goals, all the plans I've prepared for everybody in this house. You're telling me the people I employ, the plans I've set, the parts of the world I want to change. What do I do with that? Where does that go? I don't have a 401k. I have a life insurance policy. Life insurance policy. Yeah, that's where we're going. That's where my thoughts are going. So I start to prepare. I start to plan because that's what I do best. I do my research. I process that chemo's not the only answer. It's part of the answer. There's new options. There's sound waves. That doesn't fit my disease because my lymphoma is a tumor on the side of my heart. They can't pump sound waves into my body to cure that. Got it. There's immunotherapy. Okay, what does that look like? So there's drug developments. There's clinical trials that are going on. You think about all the things that are going on in the world right now, and you hear they're pulling money for cancer research, and you realize, oh, that's that. That's the stuff I'm gonna need. 6 months ago, I would say, man, that sucks. That's horrible. But now I'm saying, oh, shit. Oh, okay. Got it. So I'll find a clinical trial that specifically fits my situation. Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 1 or 2. Not a reoccurring cancer. New finger unlocked. Oh, it comes back. After you're cured, it can come back. Noted. No, this is a reoccurring. This is my first time, so I fit the mold. I make phone calls. I send emails. Hey, I'm newly diagnosed. I want to see how I can join the trial. What does this entail? What does this mean? I don't even have an oncologist yet. I don't even have a phone call from my doctor yet. All I have is a MyChart message. I reach out. I give me an appointment. That is 3 weeks away to see an oncologist. Not good enough. I make more phone calls. I send more emails. Hey, I want to be a part of this clinical trial. 3 weeks away to see an oncologist to get a referral doesn't work for me. Head of the program decides to accept an appointment. 4 days later, she sees me and she said, hey, you're the first patient I've ever had that referred themselves. That's what I do. I can't wait around for people to give me solutions. I gotta find them. And now I'm not just finding a solution for business. I'm finding a solution for my life, for my existence, for my kids, for my husband, for our future. So yeah, let me in. Let me in. I'm in. I'm in the trial. I'm scheduled to get my port put in. Well, where they will administer 4 rounds of chemo. And then depending on what the PET scan shows, I'll then move into the stages of adding immunotherapy. The clinical trial is to, they basically had trials that takes one drug and uses it with chemotherapy, and it has a 90% success rate. They take another drug and use it with chemotherapy that had 88% success rate, and now they're using those 2 drugs in connection with chemotherapy. Couple of things the doctor said to me while I was in there. She said, we're concerned that we're over-medicating people with chemotherapy. So we're trying to find ways to lessen the symptoms and lessen the chemotherapy in order to heal people. She also said that you're lucky. She said people are normally diagnosed with lymphoma until the later stages. I've had people that have had to get 5 and 6 biopsies just to prove what it was. She also asked, did I want radiation? And she said, I would have to make a decision before we start on whether I wanted radiation. Okay, what does that entail? Well, radiation is what we use to make sure that cancer doesn't come back. Oh, reoccurring. So you have a solution for that. Yeah, we use radiation. It lessens the chance of the cancer coming back. Sounds like a no-brainer. But wait. It can also cause other cancers. It can cause other health issues. I don't recommend it for my female clients because sometimes it causes breast cancer and other health issues in women more likely than men. How do I make a decision like that? Cure this cancer and stop it from coming back, or create more cancer? You know, one thing that I can't wrap my head around. I'm here outside of lightheadedness and shortness of breath. I'm still living my life. I'm still running my businesses. I'm still taking care of my children. I'm still being a wife and mom. But your cure has to make me sicker in order to heal me? So yeah, I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm frustrated. But I'm here. And I'm fighting. And I know it's such a cliche. I watched my friend die from cancer. My younger sister died from cancer. And they all fought. They fought. So I'm here. And I'm fighting. And I'm still going to be a mom. I'm still going to be a wife. I'm still going to be an entrepreneur. I'm still going to keep my goals. I'm still going to keep my plans. I'm still going to do what I have to do while I'm here. Now I'm not just pivoting for profit. I'm pivoting for my life. I'm pivoting to live. And now I have to incorporate chemotherapy treatments in my life, in my kids' lives, in my husband's life. So I came here because I thought, hey, I got to show up on camera and be authentic. I got to be honest. My first notion, I'm not telling anybody. I don't want anybody to know this. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know why this is happening, but I do. Then I said, I just started this podcast like 6 months ago. I had cancer then. I just didn't know it. God knew. And he knew that if I knew I had this, I would have never started this podcast. So he put me in position to do this, to be in front of people, to share my life, to share my world. And then he said, share your disease, share your experience, share your fears, share it all. So I'll share. I'm showing up on camera. No wig, no weave. I cut my hair. because I'm going to give myself some control, just a little bit. But take back just some of it. So Cancer, if you're going to take my hair, I'll stop first. So here I am. I'm authentic. I'm vulnerable. I'm honest. I'm scared. I'm not just scared about dying. I'm not just scared about leaving my family. I'm not just scared about losing my autonomy. I'm scared to not live my dreams. I'm scared to not see all these things he's giving me come to life. So while I'm here, I'm going to make them happen. I'm going to make them come true as much as possible. So, this is about as authentic and real and honest as I've ever been with people I've never met. So if I could say one thing to you, two things. One, don't second guess your help. Don't allow anybody to tell you what's wrong with you. My body gave me signs. My body gave me warnings. And had I not listened to it, this could have been a completely different situation. The second thing I'll say is my desire for success, my desire to reach my goals, my desire to live my life has always been greater than my fears. And I'm afraid right now. I'm more afraid than I've ever been. But I'm here. And I'm pushing past my fears. And I'm sharing my journey with the world. So, I'll have an ask. Besides, I'm listening. The best thing you all can do for me, if you want to do anything for me, is share. Share. And I'll share back. And I love to find some hope and some healing and some therapy in your story. And I hope you find the same in mine.